We got the Broncos have waived Melvin Gordon. He's had 5 fumbles in 10 games. I remember he had fumbling problems before. Did he fumble again this week? Do you guys know? I didn't really pay that much attention
Yes,
to
he
this
did.
game. Did he again? That's
I
probably why
believe
he
that.
got cut,
I
huh?
think that's what I read when he got cut. Well, he's available in Dingleberry, boys. Send me your offer.
Gordon's fumbles
He's gonna go
proved to be
somewhere.
too much this season. Yeah, he's like 29, isn't he?
Yep.
Jesus.
I'll give you a 5th-round pick for him.
Fifth? Aren't we
Yeah.
doing away with those?
I want to
Yes.
give you the dirt off my boots for him, dude.
We are.
Just
I don't
cut
know.
him,
That might
honestly.
take the dirt, honestly.
Cut him.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
yeah, Melvin Gordon, he's probably toast, right? You think he's going to find anywhere else to go, or
Somebody will sign him.
He might
maybe a
sign somewhere, but
practice
I don't
squad,
think he'll
right?
ever be like. He'll get
I
a.
think he's done.
He'll be one of the guys who comes in for like 1 or 2 plays a game, maybe.
Latavius
that.
Murray looks like the better running back.
I'll agree. He looks like the better running back like everywhere he goes.
Yeah, he was looking good when he was with the Saints in London. I was like, damn, man, he's. But
He's a kind of
yeah,
sneaky late season guy that you might be able to plug in for a running back slot in a week or two.
17 fantasy points this week, 4 targets, 4 catches. I don't know how much, he's never really been a pass catcher, but he's been getting a few targets every game. It's kind of surprising to see, actually.
Chase Edmonds got hurt too. I think he's gonna miss time. So
He's
Yeah, I was
now
gonna say they
big
don't
running
have
back.
much to. They're not really working with much right now. The only other running back on their active roster is Marlon Mack, and they signed him off of the practice squad of the 49ers, so he has to stay on their active roster the rest of the year. But he's been a healthy scratch every week. But like you said, with Chase Edmonds getting hurt, and then
He hasn't
them
even had a rushing
cutting.
attempt yet in the
I
regular
feel like
season.
Marlon Mack is just talented enough to never play anywhere ever, but always just make the team.
Yep,
It's
that's
like
what
he
it feels
bounces
like.
around to every single team, but you never really see him.
He got cut off the Texans practice squad, signed on to San Francisco's practice squad, and then got signed off their practice squad to the Broncos this year.
Did he even play in any games?
No.
No.
He was projected points twice.
It says at the end of the news that he has yet to make a rushing attempt this season.
So I scoured the internet for any news on Mike Boone before we started, and I cannot find anything on Mike Boone. And all Sleeper has is he's going to be at least out the 4 weeks. Well, that was a month ago, so I don't know if we care. But Mike Boone, maybe he scored more points than Marlon Mack this year. Let's just say that, okay?
Several
And
times.
he averaged. Look at his average yards per carry wasn't too bad. He never really got a shot, and then he got hurt immediately. So whatever. And then they have Divine Ozigbo, the dude who used to be a Jaguar. That's how I remember him. Yeah, see,
That's not the same guy.
he's on their practice squad. No, it's not the.
Cole's team. Is it?
No, it's a different
Okay.
guy. It's a
I
different
was
guy.
I was about to rage again for a minute, man.
The only reason I knew about this guy is because when we first started playing Dynasty, he was like a name or whatever. He was like a
yeah, because
rookie
no one
that
knew
people were
James
like kind of
Robinson was
talking
gonna be the
about.
guy.
Yeah, that year too. Yep.
Little
Oh,
known
dude.
fact, I made a trade with Cody for James Robinson with Marvin Jones, and Swan said that I
Yeah,
got ripped
Max
off.
Swan. I was like, I can't believe you ripped off breeding like that. And then James Robinson had a great year. If only it worked out that way for me once. Breeding always rips me off, dude. Always. Remember when I traded you Amon-Ra St. Brown in a second for Myles Gaskin?
Not as
I
bad as the
fucking
Leonard.
remember.
The Leonard Fournette.
It was before Amon-Ra St. Brown was anything, and Myles Gaskin
Yeah.
was a starting running back for the frickin' Dolphins.
First
I
year
know
of
I say that
votes.
and it sounds so bad, but like it's early season before Amon-Ra was anything.
Well, I
I
had him on my
needed a running
bench
back, dude.
for 2 weeks after I traded with you. It wasn't shit for like until about the end of the season. I made a trade with you in boats too for Leonard Fournette one year, and then he got cut from the Jags like the next day. It was fucking crazy.
All right, we got one last segment to talk about.
Is
We're
that
gonna talk about injuries, and we're gonna talk about injuries in the scope of fantasy football.
Yeah.
So, Justin Fields, first thing, he's been amazing for fantasy, and before he even got hurt yesterday, he had 18 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown, and he threw a touchdown, and he still scored 25 fantasy points. Pretty crazy. He actually played the whole game though. So, Justin Fields is probably in a lot of people's lineups right now, and people are probably relying on him to win fantasy weeks. What are we going to do? Like, I don't know. Who's even available that you would consider starting going forward the rest of this year if he is hurt? But he's considered day to day, so.
Yeah, I don't think it's that long term. I don't think it's that serious.
It seemed more serious earlier. I wonder what Trevor
If
Lawrence's roster percent is.
I seen they said that it
56%,
was
dude.
looking
I
at
say go
dropping
get
this year.
Trevor Lawrence, man. He's
He's a
15.
good insurance policy right now. Quarterback 13, and he's coming off his bye against Baltimore in Detroit. And Tennessee's
Josh,
run defense has been good, but they can be exploited through the air, so seems pretty
And
decent.
you might
Also,
think
Daniel
Baltimore's
Jones, if
defense is
he
good, but
Daniel
it's
goes, he
not.
might have
Jones
got it
too.
swooped
That's what I
up.
was gonna say.
Is Daniel Jones available also?
I hope so.
I'm not
For
sure.
him.
It's probably has moved up quite a bit recently. I haven't really.
Less than 70. Oh,
73,
That's
no.
pretty high.
T Law though, it's because he's coming off of his bye right now too. That's why he's so low rostered. So
I
Think
love
if
he's
you
better
Trevor
have
than
Lawrence.
Justin
Kirk Cousins.
Fields, or I don't know if you're relying on Matt Stafford, your team's probably dog shit. But
In terms of Lawrence with matchup against Baltimore this week, Baltimore's defense is not as good as it appears to be. People throw on them all the time, like a lot.
yeah, no, yours are telling me that their
They're one
defense
of
isn't very
top in
good.
stopping the rush
Yeah, we
this
get
year
a
still.
couple of fumbles here and there too, but like I've said before, Marlon Humphrey can't cover everybody, and Marcus Peters is getting old.
Yeah,
So yeah,
you're really hoping it's just day to day like it says, and he's gonna be back and ready to go.
He's gonna be
Do,
fine.
do they play on Thursday, the Bears?
how about Ryan Tannehill?
I think so. Actually, maybe it is something to look into. I mean, he's not a horrible insurance policy.
We get
You're
like
not excited if you start him, but if you have to
He got
start him for
some
a
tough
week,
matchups,
I kind of
but
like it though. He's got
the
Traylon Burks
Steelers
looking
just
better. They're starting to throw the ball a little bit more in Tennessee.
and
Best
the
couple
Steelers just
weeks,
dropped
anyways.
30 on
they're an underrated team, man.
Cincy's defense, So I think they
Everyone
could
forgets
cover.
they were the one seed last year in the playoffs.
I was
Had a
just
good
afraid
football
they wouldn't
team.
be able to throw the ball, and like Randy said, with Traylon Burks looking the way he looked, it could really open the offense up to be kind of more what it was before, because it just felt like they had nothing at receiver, man, before this.
question for
Yeah,
the
that week
Steelers. Do
with
you think
Malik
they're starting to
Willis.
pull it together
Yeah,
with
not really.
TJ Watt back?
Like 3-8 or something,
I mean, they're not going to win the division. They're, yeah,
like the
Pickett's starting to look
Browns.
better.
I do
What about
like
Kenny Pickett?
Pickett and Pickens
I
for
love
I
Pickens.
love George Pickens.
Same here,
for
bro.
fantasy. Yeah,
I love George Pickens, dude. I wish the Chiefs would have drafted him so bad.
he hasn't
He
been
could
playing bad,
definitely do
Randy.
worse. Could definitely do worse. You have one bad
He's
game
got
and he
Atlanta
loses by
coming
like
up,
6.
Carolina,
Baltimore.
and Baltimore. After he gets through Indy, he's got Las Vegas, Baltimore, Cleveland. He's got a great matchup after he gets through Indy next week, man.
You might be
Actually,
worth stashing on your team just in
just
case.
in
Your
case,
quarterback
yeah.
is a little
Should I
questionable.
go out and trade for him, you think? Prestige?
If you
Match
can,
him up with Pickens?
I would try probably if I was you. I wouldn't pay
Uh,
too much for him, but yeah.
Swan's got him, so it might be
If you could
hard.
have Kenny Pickett and Trevor Lawrence, that'd be pretty nice as your two quarterbacks
Yeah,
in Dynasty. I mean,
I'd love that.
but yeah, this is kind of interesting with Kenny Pickett, and like you said, with where's my boy George Pickens? Man, I had all the shares of George Pickens, and I only have one. I can never trade him in Dingleberry. I traded him to Mike in Prestige, I think, and I
Yeah, I
traded
got
him to
Herbert too.
Josh and Average Andy's. Now I gotta keep him forever in Dingleberry, dude. Because he does look special as fuck, dude. Like legit. Only
Hey,
6 targets. He just looks so good, dude.
there's a
I made
lot
some
of good
errors
receivers
this
from this
week
class.
involving George Pickens and Christian Watson. So I have like a Deontay Johnson in my lineup, right? And I have a George Pickens on my taxi with Christian Watson. I wasn't ready to make the move yet to I should have. I would have won my game for sure.
If you had Brandon Ayuk and Debo, who would you start tonight against Arizona?
I want to say Ayuk, but I don't want to say it at the same time for personal
You
reasons.
Well, we're going to update the score, aren't we?
you reminded me
At the
with
end of
Deontay and
this.
Pickens. Yeah, we'll go through this year though. So
Randy,
yeah,
there's a better
no
chance
Steelers
Debo
talk.
and CMC go off tonight, though, you know?
Ayuk is the
So I'm the
receiver there,
opposite.
though.
It's like
So
I
I
want to
feel
say
like
Debo, but I kind of my heart says Ayuk.
I'm gonna keep Debo in because I need a lot of points to win the game I'm talking about too. I need like
Got a
14
higher
points.
ceiling.
you love the ceiling of Debo, but I don't. I think it's more likely that Ayuk and one of CMC or Debo go off than for CMC and Debo both to go off in the same type of role and Ayuk not to do much. But it could happen that way.
Point is, we'll be keeping our
All right,
eyes
let's
glued to
get through
that
this
game.
so I can decide if I'm starting Brandon Ayuk or Debo. Okay. Joe Mixon had got a concussion, and with the new, NFL protocols or whatever, it could be rough for him to get back out there next week. So I just wanted to mention him and say Samaje Perine basically was the dude after he went out. He played 70% of snaps after Mixon was hurt. So he will be valuable for fantasy. He'll be a running back like people like Josh's team last week. He had a lot of buys and injuries. Like he would have been really valuable for him if he would have known, you know? So if Mixon misses, Perine's in, I feel like.
The irony is I had him in bot heads and I cut him and then Mixon gets hurt. I held him just in case Mixon got hurt, and of
I feel
course.
like if I have AJ
Right.
Dillon, I might drop him for P Ryan. He has like the
If
same.
I had no one else to drop, yeah.
Yeah, but I would still want to keep AJ
Honestly,
Dillon on
AJ
my
Dillon might be
roster.
droppable, but I wouldn't want to drop him still. He's just like Russ. There's just something in me that's just like he has fantasy value. I know it's there
Yeah,
somewhere.
gun to my head, P Ryan or AJ Dillon, who I'm starting. I'm probably gonna start P Ryan.
Oh my goodness.
Felt the pain about this
With
next
or
guy.
without Mixon?
Yeah,
Oh my
without Mixon, it's
goodness.
easy for me.
Yeah, this sucks about Wandale, man. Josh really likes Wandale too. But tore his ACL. It's frustrating because he looks good when he gets a chance, and then he just continually got hurt, and now he got like actually hurt. It's unfortunate, man, for Dynasty especially. I would like to hear about how bad his ACL is.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say much about him, but like if it's a clean
13
ACL, he could be
targets.
a really, really cheap buy in Dynasty, in my opinion. Because it seems like the coaching staff's gonna make it to next year at this point. So
The coach is doing fantastic
and
for
he's only
what he was given
21,
him.
so a lot of time left in
Definitely
his
worth the
career.
stash.
I love
Just
him, dude.
unfortunate to see it happen to a
Granted,
rookie.
The Giants are going to be getting better too, so that could open some things up for him if he's a staple in their offense.
So I
Besides
guess the
Saquon for a
question
while.
for this year is like, what? I mean, is it Darius? Are we finally to Darius Slayton now? Like, is there no one else left? He had 10 freaking targets. Like, there's just no one. So I guess
didn't
my
even know
question to
that.
you is Darius Slayton or Richie James, dude?
See if Randy has the same type of feelings he had like on the weekend.
Whisper, Randy, whisper to me.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but personally, I'm not starting Darius Slayton. Don't
You'd start
believe in
Richie
him.
James.
It's crazy though. I'm
I don't
irrational.
start either.
Tyler Lockett could be wide receiver 6, and I'd be like, nope, not on my roster.
How could you not start Slayton at this point? I don't like it, but
You could definitely do worse. Not very much worse, but you could do worse, I think. Richie James.
Richie
is probably
James got a
worse.
touchdown. Yeah, he's worse for sure.
You don't know if he's gonna get negative points or positive points. You can't rely on a player like that. If you're -6, how does one even do that?
So what about Dirty Dan Bellinger, man? He's coming back probably. Oh wait, he didn't practice now. All right, so
Nothing
there
about
was
him.
nothing in there. Nothing at all. Saquon
Forget
question
Bellinger.
mark?
Saquon got stuffed.
Yeah, he
Daniel
did. Well, I mean, there's
Jones,
nothing to do. Like they just know, you
There was
know.
a point you said he only got
15
6
carries,
points yesterday, and I
22
couldn't
yards.
believe it.
1.47 yards per carry. That is stuffed, dude.
But it's his
They
only
lost to the
bad game.
Lions. They lost to the Lions, dude.
So did the Packers.
The Lions are on a quiet 3-game win
And
streak, dude.
Williams is activated.
Josh, you were just a
off
little bit
today.
late on him, dude.
No, they could still get 10 wins this year.
Plus Williams is coming back. I saw that today. I'm excited.
Wait
Who?
till they beat Buffalo. on Thanksgiving,
Jamison
dude.
Williams is cleared. I'm excited to see
I
that.
did see that. Yeah.
Wait till the Lions beat the Bills this Thanksgiving, dude.
Dude, I'm going Lions all the way on Thursday. Are you serious?
hope they
DeAndre
win,
Swift,
but-
Kansas
baby?
City's just gonna clinch the conference by week 10 or 13, dude. Fuck it.
And Josh is gonna come.
All right, Mike Williams, ankle injury. So it's the same ankle. He just had a high ankle sprain on. And they're having the same problem with Keenan Allen with the hamstring. He just like keeps re-injuring the same thing, but apparently it's not significant.
I don't know,
What
dude.
does
He
that
was
mean?
limping yesterday.
Don't know. Josh Palmer looks nice though, without him especially. It seems like
Caught a touchdown before he left the game and after he left the game.
He looked fantastic last night.
he's
Fucking
been
piece of
looking
shit.
good this year.
Honestly,
Wide receiver
been
20
a-
in PPR, not bad,
Been a
man.
real quiet
Fucked
sleeper,
me in
like a
bot
second
heads.
year breakout sleeper that you can get on the real cheap.
Yeah,
He was on
real
our
cheap.
waiver wires and shit.
I'm kicking
Yeah, I
myself
Justin Herbert's
drafted
starting to
him
look real
for,
good again, dude.
What's that, Josh?
Justin Herbert's starting to look really good again, dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's
I
coming
like to
into
see
his
it.
form.
I am worried about Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams is definitely following right behind him.
Yeah, Josh Palmer's looking real nice though. He's looking like wide receiver 1 material at this point, man.
You sent me a trade in Prestige for Jordan, or yeah, Josh Palmer, and I tried. I don't know why, but for
I
whatever
ended up I
reason, I
traded him
didn't
to
have him
Randy
on there.
instead. I have him in all my dynasty leagues. It's another one of those players where I just want to diversify my assets a little bit, you know. And I have Justin Herbert
Sure.
and Dingleberry, so want him in Dingleberry, obviously. So I
Oh
was kind of
yeah.
trying to trade him in Prestige, but not because I didn't like him. It's just because, like I said, I have him in like 5 leagues. So
And you had 100 receivers too, and it's nice to combine a couple to get
Keenan
more
Allen,
quality.
8 targets, got 94 yards. Not too bad.
Without the fumble loss, he had almost 15 points. I was surprised by it. I love seeing him fumble the ball.
When he's
But
in, dude, he's the man.
And when he's healthy, he can ball, dude.
DeAndre Carter, probably not, right?
I have him stashed, but just in case.
Stash, isn't he like
you
29
started
years
him
old or
against me,
something like
man.
that?
He's on. I mean, it's Prestige, and I'm throwing.
Okay.
So Mike Williams, hopefully he'll be back, but I think without Mike Williams, we're for sure looking at a big plus for Josh Palmer. And like you said, Josh, he's been playing. Herbert's been playing like a lot better lately. So rising tides, lifting all boats.
Josh Palmer looks good too, dude.
I know he looks fast because they don't have that from Keenan Allen or Mike Williams. They both have their own role. Like Keenan Allen is the slot guy, and Mike Williams is the big tough. You know, I'm gonna go up and get a guy, but they need
Yep.
that speed, and Josh Palmer gives them that. I think so.
I agree.
Do
100%.
you guys think that Keenan Allen has some juice left for a late season push for fantasy?
He
For
can stay
just this
healthy.
year, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I
If
think
he can
so
stay
a
healthy,
little
I think
bit.
so.
Same.
But I would not want him in Dynasty, really.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, he would been on
Unless
my
you're winning
roster
this
last
year,
year.
you know, like you said.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay a second for him.
How about Kyle Pitts? What's going on
Done
with Kyle
before the
Pitts, man?
year.
Whew.
Health here. It's brutal.
He could be a Dynasty buy. That's why I really want to talk about him, honestly.
What would you
If
pay
you're
for him right now?
rebuilding, 2023 first
After
plus, probably I would, but I don't know
you
how
might be able to
much
get him on the cheaper because he's had a
cheaper than
disappointing
that.
season and then he got hurt. You know what I mean? So the people like
Right. But he's a quarterback away from being like elite though.
I think people just give up on people so quick they pay 2 firsts for Kyle Pitts and sell him for one.
It
For
was
sure, I
only
think.
MCL, no ACL.
It's looking
Yeah.
like.
So he might not even need surgery, but it's likely. It seems like it's not going to be too bad of an injury.
The only problem is I want to get him, and Swan has him, and I know how much Swan
Oh,
loves this guy,
you're
and
gonna
so
have to
it's
send Swan a fat trade for Kyle
yeah.
Pitts and Kenny Pickett, dude.
Well, I'd have to give him Hollywood Brown and probably Dallas Goddard, who's also on the IR, so that sucks. And he's trying to win.
I won't talk about it. Kadarius Toney fucked me so hard last night, dude. Literally in the video at noon today, I'm like, all I need is 1.3 points, and Josh is like, first drive. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Like, oh my god, dude.
I didn't
Can't
even
predict
text you
injury.
because it's
I was so
insane.
mad,
It's
dude.
the
I was
luckiest
so
win I've
mad.
ever had in my career.
Oh, so mad.
Can't predict injuries. That sucks, man.
I know.
That's a bad beat. That blows.
It's
Oh well.
painful. You cannot predict injuries, but this dude's kind of making
One
me
catch
nervous
for
with his
3 yards.
hamstring. He seems
This
like he's
one's
always hurting his hamstrings.
this one's brutal.
One
Did he
catch
just
for
get
three
back from a
yards.
hamstring injury?
Yeah.
Grade
the same
2
one.
hamstring too, Randy. It was a
Yeah.
bad hamstring that he, or grade 3 even.
I
It was
think
like
it's
a
the
really
same
bad
one that he
hamstring injury.
hurt. Guys, loosen up those hamstrings, man.
I want to like talk about the rest of the Chiefs, but I'm just so dejected from thinking about how I needed one catch for 3 yards, and I'd be 7-4 instead. I'm 6-5, and right into the slum of all the shit. No offense, Josh.
Yeah. My team's
Me and
falling
you
apart
are in
again.
the slum together, dude. My
We're
team. I
still in
mean,
though.
you're gonna get Chase back. I'm gonna get all my players from, and all of your players from buy, and all my players from buy. So we might be. I'm
You guys are
getting
on the
Tyreek
up.
Hill. You're getting
We're
Chase. You
chilling,
know.
dude. We'll
I
be in there.
believe
Both
some
of
of
our
the right
running backs
teams
are
are
coming back this
losing as
week.
well. I think the teams under you guys are losing.
I know. I did look, and the one saving grace
We're
is I was
still in.
so mad last night when I looked at the standings. Like literally everyone around us lost, pretty much. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think we're still
Bambi and
literally in the
Randy pretty
playoffs.
much clinched
I
freaking
need like
first round
7.5
buys,
points.
probably.
I haven't won yet. I
But
should
it
win.
makes the playoff picture really open, and I do think I have one of the best teams in the league. I was the second highest scoring team before this week, but and obviously Josh, when you get Chase back, who knows? Hopefully he
Pacheco
comes back
looked good.
soon.
He looked
And
like a
Jameson
real
Williams
running
coming
back.
back, dude.
Yeah, true.
A lot of people forgot how
Yeah.
good he was, dude.
What's up with
Yeah, Josh.
Pacheco, man? Is
He
he
looked like a
actually
real running back for real. I really liked what
Who?
I've seen out of him.
yeah,
Who?
Pacheco.
Your boy.
Oh, dude, I think he's gonna be. Oh, dude.
You said he's gonna have a big
Only
game last night
40% of
too.
snaps still, man.
He's just so big and strong, man. Like a
50
lot
I
of that
don't
was by
understand the
design. They
Chiefs.
used McKinnon to block a lot. I was watching. They used him in a lot of the blocking schemes and a lot of like little fake play action shit. And when they would run just those quick slants with Travis Kelsey, Pat Mahomes and Kelsey are just so good at doing that.
I think
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
he kind of just
Juju
felt
will
like
probably
game
be back
script a
too.
little bit.
I like Sky more, but
We have 5 catches, or
yeah, 6 targets. I like what I saw from him too. But the thing is, once Juju comes back, that slot role that Sky Moore like seems to be decent at is gone for him. You know, Juju's gonna get right back into the slot role, and it's gonna be
yeah, 100%.
so.
But if he shows a little bit of promise in next week against the Rams, I mean, he can carve out a role for himself, man.
Yeah,
And he looked good, dude.
I
But
just think
I
if
don't know.
Juju
They're
for sure
Juju
was up on the
doesn't
upside.
play, that's where Sky Moore's gonna get his opportunities at. He's not
Oh,
like the
100%.
they were trying to play him like on the outside, like he was McCole Hardman or MVS or something. It just wasn't working. And then this week they put him in the slot with Juju out, and it was like, wow, that he looks like an NFL receiver now. You know, like legit. I'm not
They
trying to
can
be
find
mean. I'm just saying, like
more
that's he
packages.
looked like he was doing what he needed. He was
I agree.
drafted to do. You know.
I agree, 100%.
I thought CEH was going to carve out a role for himself because he seemed like he was playing
Yeah,
well when he did have the ball. But I think I kind of realized what it is. They want a big bodied running back to run the ball up the middle. That's Pacheco. They're going to hand it to him 15, 20 times. And then I think maybe CEH's flaw is in the pass blocking scheme. Because that's like all that they're really using. Like they will target McKinnon, but I don't know. There's something going on. It's either his
He
like
got
attitude,
hurt.
something behind the scenes.
So whoever the
Or,
other
like-
running back is needs to be able to pass block, and you think that Jerick McKinnon is just substantially better at pass blocking than CEH
Yeah,
is
and he
probably.
can still be a receiving back. Like I think CH is the better receiving back, but
It's more
they don't
important to
seem
keep Pat
trust him.
Mahomes clean than it is to get into the flats and catch a 10-yard pass sometimes, you know?
Hmm.
I like it. I think that's a good analysis.
I agree.
And then the last name we got is Matt Stafford. And it just seems like, is there any Rams you guys give a shit about anymore, honestly, in fantasy? Besides
I think
Hooper,
Cooper-
maybe?
We do.
Since
Did
Cup's
Hooper do
out
anything?
now,
He's a
Oh,
Titan.
not Hooper, dude. I'm
Higbee.
thinking of Higbee, dude. My bad. Same freaking player.
Literally.
8 targets, 9
Higbee's
points.
literally at this point, I think. A-Rob, maybe, if he does what he did this week again. Catch another touchdown next week, maybe.
He's touchdown
Yes.
dependent, like
Very
a
I can see
motherfucker,
someone
though.
having him at the bottom of their roster just in
Yeah.
case.
I got some Allen
Definitely
Robinson.
don't feel comfortable with it though.
5
Oh,
targets,
100%.
4 catches, 47 yards, and he saved his week with a touchdown. Yep. Brutal. It's just brutal out here for the Rams, man.
Hell yeah.
What about the running back situation?
Oh, it's shit.
Disgusting.
Cam
Cam
Akers got
Akers played
14
a little bit better.
carries.
It's
I
crazy.
saw they gave 2 carries, I think, to Daryl Henderson, right? Yeah, 2 carries, 6% snaps for Daryl Henderson. What
Nothing that they do with their running backs is fantasy relevant, it feels like.
I'd
say-
He just had the
nothing
most
crazy there.
promise right there. Like
Yeah.
running
But I
backs.
mean, that between these two, and you would think they
Zero
would.
targets for Cam Akers is what stands out to me. It's like you can't be fantasy relevant if you're
Well, Pacheco would be the same thing then.
yeah.
Pacheco gets
But
no targets.
Pacheco's good at running for the ball.
Yeah, well,
Cam
there's
Akers looks
that.
like
too.
shit, dude.
But Randy said you can't be good without
Yeah.
targets, though.
Cam
Pacheco, Derrick
Akers.
Henry. Well, Derrick Henry's
Pacheco
been getting
gets
targets. Though.
Pacheco gets you 10, 14 points, you know? If he got 6 targets, that'd be real cool, cause that 10
I
to
think
14
Pacheco got
points
like
would be.
9 yards a carry last game.
Oh, he has a knee injury. Oh, ahead of Sunday's game. What? He only played 4 snaps. Interesting.
I cut him in a league.
I'd stay away from all of them. I wouldn't start any of them, and I would maybe
Oh, no
be
chance.
Cam Akers and actually all 3 of them probably deserve to be on the end of somebody's roster in case one of the 3 get injured. The other 2 might be worth something. You know what I mean? Other than that, and even if one of them gets injured, there's still going to be 2 other ones. You know?
I don't want
It
any
just
of them.
Jefferson
feels
get any
bad.
targets yet?
What's up, Randy?
Does Van Jefferson get any targets yet?
5 targets.
Not bad.
He's starting to ramp up a little bit. He played 73% of snaps without Cooper Kupp. It was bad. Tutu Atwell caught that 1 touchdown. No, that's his only catch. Yep. They always say I
Yeah.
was hoping it would be
I look
Skronek.
so mad.
4 targets for Skronek, dude.
Oof.
Oh well. I think that's all we got today, right?
We got that score. Me and Randy.
I hope there's no injuries for the rest of the season, boys. Let's turn injuries off. Get through
Agreed.
the playoffs. Let's just.
Agreed,
wish, man.
man.
Everyone that got hurt this past week gets to uninjure themselves.
Oh no, Randy.
Oh, it's looking
Oh
bad over here.
no.
Oh,
Pretty
seems
You have
sweaty.
Debo
50 points.
and CMC,
Mike's got 16 points with
Ayuk and Rondell Moore. Oh no, dude.
It's kind of hoping
probably
Hopkins
not.
wouldn't play tonight for that reason.
But I need 21 points out of CMC to win the Dirty Dan. I need 8 points out of CMC to win Botheads. I need.
Oh no, we're not talking about botheads, dude.
I
We're
hope
not talking
CMC
about.
first
I'm trying to be
Yeah.
happy
for
at
you,
the end of
buddy.
this video, boys. No botheads talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about
Agreed.
botheads next week.
We'll talk about that next week.
I have a lot riding on CMC tonight, to say the least.
Debo,
I hope
too.
he scores you 50 points, buddy.
Oh, this is my one question I have.
Debo Samuel.
Oh, I can't change my roster. Debo it is, okay. Cause Zach frickin' Ertz. Dude, what is going on with Zach Ertz? Ruled out for season
Then put him on the IR.
5 days ago. 5 days ago. 5. It's about to be a
That-
week. Are they ever gonna put him on?
That really hurts, man.
Oh, and
It's
look
got
at
an
this. They look
update
the
that
same.
all eyes are
That's
on Odell
crazy.
Beckham Jr.
He's literally Zach Ertz's little brother. I noticed that the other day when I was looking at Zach Ertz, and we were looking at
I think
Travis
they
right
created
before.
him in
Remember?
a laboratory, dude. They're just like, oh, we like Zach Ertz. Let's get some of his DNA.
They just
and then
cloned
recreate him,
Zach
bro.
Ertz.
Fucking white dude with blonde hair.
Crazy, man.
Oh,
I am
man.
your father.
What the
Uh-oh.
fuck? What's the Vader quote about?
What?
Randy
old is
said, I
Travis,
am your
bro?
father.
He could have had a kid when he was 11. You never know. Zach Ertz might have got freaky when he was 11.
I never gave it much thought. Maybe we can get him on the show. I'll ask him. Did you get
Reach
freaky when
out
you
to
were
him on
11?
Twitter, Mike. Let me know what Zach Ertz says.
Hey, Zach Ertz, I know your season's
I
over,
mean, I
but
take
we
Zach
need to
Ertz, but
know.
we're aiming pretty low, aren't we?
Yeah, we're getting Mike Swan is going to be our first guest, and we're going to talk about how he got banned from the sleeper chat on our podcast on Saturday. That's my plan.
That's one
Because
of
he
our
got banned for a
friends.
year for talking shit to the sleeper moderator. So I feel like there's a good story in there, dude.
He might be unbanned, right?
I think he
He
just
might be
got unbanned
rebanned
recently.
by Saturday.
Has he been
So,
sitting
you want to do it this Saturday? I haven't asked him. We can ask him.
I'm game
What is he
for
just
it.
banned from chatting or?
Yeah, he could not chat in the sleeper chats anymore because he was talking shit to the moderators, apparently.
I remember when he put it in the group chat. I was like, he's got to be able to set his lineups
I
though.
tried to ban him from Dingleberry chat and Sleeper, but it didn't.
After that drunk monologue about how no one can talk about anything that's not fantasy football, when
Oh,
Josh
yeah.
was like, nah, fuck that, bro. Do
Oh,
you,
fair.
Cole? Go Titans. And you hate the Titans. It was so funny.
And
It's
then
like the one
a
thing that could bring Josh and Cole together is their fucking
And then a couple
talking
weeks
shit to someone
later,
else.
he said something in the chat, and Randy goes, fantasy chat only, guys, just to get back at him.
I do hate the fucking Titans.
I do. Hey, me too.
Playing good football.
Derrick
They're
Henry's a
playing good
boss, but I
football.
can't stand their team.
They just feel
Oh,
like
me
they
neither.
always beat the
I hate
Chiefs,
'em.
man.
They're entitled
Yeah,
for some
I feel that.
reason.
I made a $100 bet that the Browns would have a better record than the Tennessee Titans.
Dude, we should have Cole on our podcast too, so we can talk about how much money he's gonna win from you, Randy.
$200 minus 40.
He's
Copy
gonna be
that.
so rich, and we all know that all he cares about is money. So
I think he knew
He'll
that
be
he
very
rated me so
happy.
hard on the two $100 bets that he gave me two $20 bets that were like in my favor just to like throw me a bone. Because it was like Adam Thielen, 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns or some asinine
he
shit.
likes Adam Thielen.
So does Trey.
And then the other one was Browns versus Panthers week 1. He already paid me $20 for that. But yeah, we're not looking good.
Copy that.
Derrick Henry and versus Nick Chubb yards is not looking pretty because Derrick Henry
Oh,
is literally an
no.
animal.
Oh no. No, 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 no,
I
no,
needed that to be like 99, and it would have been sweet.
Oh, I spelled Henry wrong? There's
He
no
did get
either.
he did get 48 receiving yards, which does help.
Yeah, but he also got 45 receiving yards and 87 rushing yards. So that puts him at
At 1010 plus 199, that puts him at 1208 or 1209.
136 plus 923.
Less than 1208.
That puts him at 1059.
Oh
So I am
boy, you're down 140 yards,
Yeah.
50, 60 yards, something like that.
Man, he
Unless
could
he
have
had their bye
Chubb
week
had a
yet.
big game, man. If he had 80 more yards, I'd only be like 50, 60 yards down. I'd be feeling okay, and then I would just. And we have a clause in our bet, right, where that's the one bet, and then it's Titans versus Browns, and if we tie, there's another bet.
Well,
But it looks like we ain't
you need
tying.
Nick Chubb to tie. What's the other bet if Nick Chubb ties up?
I think something about CMC over Derrick Henry in fantasy points.
Oh, well,
I kind of wanted to play safety on one of my
he's
bets because I
two.
figured if I won one of them and Nick Chubb beat Derrick Henry, then CMC could also beat Derrick
6. It's
Henry.
close. How many points do they have? 183. 202. It's close. And CMC has not
And the
played
game
this
we didn't play
week.
today. So I also
If they
need
had their
some.
buys. Derrick Henry had week 6 bye already.
CMC's just one game
CMC.
down because of the Monday night.
Imagine if CMC ended up with 2 buys because of the trade.
Oh,
He fucking cucked you, dude.
Oh
When
man,
was the Panthers bye?
I'm glad I said that
did not
after we know it
happen.
didn't happen, but
Panthers
it's
buys
just
like
funny
week
to think about.
13, I believe.
Okay.
What if it was like week 5 and then they traded him and then
Oh, that'd be brutal.
He'd be healed up all right.
Definitely didn't see that one coming.
we're gonna end on the Dingleberry fucking league instead of Potheads after that. It's big standings tonight, Randy. If you lose to Mike, you're gonna fall in the
Yeah,
standings,
is Keith
man.
winning? I'm looking.
Keith is
Yeah.
doing good.
Oh,
There's a
no.
team that can knock me out of the playoffs potentially.
Oh,
And
no,
TJ seems to be
yeah.
setting his lineup
Trey
too.
lost. Yeah. Oh no, dude. It's getting
I got-
brutal out
I
here.
got cucked by your sister in Wake Tucky Worldwide.
I did all
Did
right
you?
this
Very
week.
sad day.
I won in Wake Tucky. But
I
my
won.
She's
boy,
lucky I don't. She's lucky
No,
I
I'm
don't have her
winning.
Snapchat.
you're my boy, Justin Fields.
And it's
Playing
confusing
your
because look at
life in Wake Tucky,
look at
dude.
the standings. I would think that she would want to set her lineup. She's 6-3, I believe.
Sadie's gonna lose.
6-4, and 6th place on the fringe of making the playoffs. Right?
Tori really needed to win, man. Mike beat her and she was 8-2.
Corn Thugs and Harmony sitting at 6-4, losing
Your 2-8
to
wife
Wakeman
might
and
beat
Glizzy
me.
Gobblers at 0-10.
Well, we're gonna have
Glizzy
to
got-
give her a stern talking to, Randy, and let her know that we're gonna have to replace her in all these leagues. She'll start setting her lineup, dude.
I know.
Have
She
her on
said
the
that she was
show.
sick and had COVID.
Yeah,
But it was
last week,
like,
but she was at the Browns game this week, so
She had Joe
Mm.
Mixon on her bench and shit and playing by people, and my poor little 0-10 team out here, I'm gonna have to give her a
a stern talking to.
yes.
She played Joe Mixon in this league. Oh, she played Joe. Oh yeah, yikes.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're gonna be looking for some new people for our leagues next year. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
follow us on Patreon and join our leagues.
Randy, you're in charge of the Patreon.
Yeah.
Let me
We
know.
don't-
The
we don't have a
executive.
fucking Patreon.
We're gonna have one person from Patreon from the Netherlands
We have
giving us $2 a month.
we have very prestigious leagues. I
Well,
think
there's
what are we
4
on
of
to year
us, and there's
3?
$2 a month. So after taxes, we all get 14 cents.
Our
so.
longest one is Dingleberry at 3 years for Dynasty, and then
This is our third year in a
Botheads
Dynasty, so
forever. It's my 6th
If I
year in
found a group of
Botheads.
people that you knew could hold on to a dynasty league and keep it going, I would want to join something like that. Because if you're in dynasty, is everyone fading out? Or are you building a super team and everyone being like, no?
Yeah, we are definitely committed. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. Wednesday night we'll figure something out for the rest of the week. But Saturday night we're gonna do. Was it episode 4 now of our podcast
Yeah.
on Saturdays?
We're going on
Let's
our first
go,
month.
dude.
Good luck
That's the
tonight,
most fun I
Randy.
have. I love that podcast. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yes,
Luck.
sir. Good luck to you as well. And whoever else has any implications riding on Monday night.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Remember
Let's
to
go,
like and
Debo.
subscribe.